Hey guys, it's me, Angie. Thanks for everybody that subscribed. I've loved getting everybody's comments. Feel free to comment me anytime. Well, I just finished all my doctor's appointment and we just submitted my claim to the insurance. I should find out in a couple of weeks if I'm approved, which I'm really hoping that I get approved with no problems, because I have heard that it's been really hard to get approved for the gastric sleeve, which is the procedure that I would really like to get. But I decided that I was going to make this video and talk about the doctor's appointments that I had to have for my surgery. I have Aetna insurance, and I know everybody's insurance is different, everybody's policy is different, but with my insurance, I had to follow a diet plan from Dr. Barker, who is the doctor that is going to do my procedure, for 3 months. I also had to have a sleep study done, an EDG, which is where they put a camera down your throat on a tube, and I also had to have a stress test done. I don't think it was too much with all the requirements. The stress test, it was not nearly as bad as what everybody had told me, and that was my biggest fear. Actually, I thought that I was going to be running on a treadmill until my heart just went crazy, but it was not like that at all. Actually, I only walked. They didn't even make me run. I mean, I got out of breath. They had to get your heart rate up to a certain rate, but the whole thing took about 15 minutes. I think I was only walking for about 9 minutes. It was really not that bad, and I was so nervous about it. So don't be nervous about your stress test. The EDG, I didn't even know I had it done already. The only thing I can say about the EDG is they told me not to drink anything after midnight, and then they tell me when I get there that they need a urine sample so they can, of course, do a pregnancy test to make sure that I'm not pregnant before the procedure, which I understand all that, but I could not go at all. They had to draw blood from me, and I wasn't pregnant, of course, but at least you know that if you're going to have an EDG done, don't pee in the morning, because they are going to have you pee as soon as you get there, and I was so dehydrated. But when I woke up from my procedure, I didn't even know I had it done. I remember waking up and telling the nurse, I'm not asleep enough to go have this procedure done, and she was like, you're already done. And I didn't have any soreness. I didn't have a dry mouth, which is what some people told me that they got. But I didn't have any of those symptoms. I didn't even really know that it was done. Even like a couple days later, I didn't really have any symptoms. So that was good. The psych eval, it was really easy too. It was over within about 30-45 minutes. I just filled out some paperwork, and I mean, I guess I'm not too insane to get this procedure. I know what is going on, and that's the main thing. They just want to make sure that you're in knowledge of what is going on, what the procedure is, what your life is going to be like after the procedure. And the lady that I talked to, she was really nice, so I did not mind doing that at all. The worst part was the sleep studies. Oh, I hated doing the sleep studies. The first one I did, I thought it was going to be the only one I was going to have to do, but I got diagnosed with sleep apnea. The first one I did, they put all these wires on you. I mean, like, it's in your hair, it's connected on your fingers, it's taped on your chest, it's on your knees, and then they expect you to sleep like that, and you have to sleep on a pillow, sleeping on your back, which I cannot do anyway. So I think that's why I had my incidences. They said I had 28 events, but the second one I had to do, the second one I did not want to do, but they told me that it was good for me because the second one was going to cover the rest of my yearly deductible. So even though the second one was really, really hard, they had the same wires, everything hooked up to me, in my hair, everywhere. I was not prepared for all the wires to be everywhere. they make you wear a CPAP machine that just goes over your nose like this. And that thing was so hard to breathe in because it's constantly just pushing air into oxygen into your body. Like if I opened my mouth when I had my CPAP machine on, the oxygen would just shoot out of my mouth. It was crazy and it was so uncomfortable. I hope I never really have to wear one of those, because the lady that called me that told me that I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, she said mine was really mild, that it wasn't required for me to wear a CPAP machine when I slept, which is good because I would never get to sleep again because those things are so uncomfortable. And she said that because the sleep studies are so expensive, they don't charge the patient, they only charge the insurance. And when I got my bill, it was $6,900. So I'm not surprised that they wanted me to come back for a second one. I have not seen that bill, but I'm sure it's going to be ridiculous. But I mean, besides the uncomfortableness of the mask and the wires, everybody was really professional. Everybody just, did their job, and I know that they have to do that and it is required for me. But anyway, they told me that the second sleep study would cover my $1,500 yearly deductible. So I guess it wasn't too bad that I had to go in for a second sleep study. They also said that my insurance would pay for my CPAP machine 100% and I wouldn't have to pay for anything. And I did not want it, and I kept telling them, no, I don't want it. I don't want to store it at my house, and I don't want to use it. And then the lady told me, she was like, well, if you were going to buy this on your own, you could never afford it. These machines are very expensive. She said, if I was you, I would just get it and sell it on Craigslist. So I might decide to go get it and see if I can sell it on Craigslist. I mean, if it's free and the lady really wants me to take it. So I'm thinking that they get more money if I take the CPAP machine than if I don't take it. But she told me that my doctor might call me and tell me that I need to come pick it up anyway and that it will be required for me. But it just really depends on Dr. Barker. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind, having a little bit of free money if my insurance wants to give it to me. I have no idea what those would sell for, but I would do it. And that was really all my requirements for the weight loss surgery. And it flew by, the 3 months. But it really gave me time to really think about the surgery and how life is going to be, and all the steps that I'm going to have to take, and all the vitamins, and how my life is going to change. But I'm really ready, and I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait. And I will make a video as soon as I find out if I'm approved and when my surgery date is. Thank y'all so much for watching my videos.